All right, y'all. Oh, I guess I should turn on the car. Where'd I put my... All right, y'all. Rambling report. Excuse the look. I have my jacket strewn over my head because it's raining and I didn't feel like putting it on because I would have to stuff these sleeves in it and I just didn't feel like it. So, here we are. Rambling report. I don't really feel like doing this, but I do all at once. Okay, Rain, sis, girl, I'm trying to drive and look at my phone and you're distracting me. Moving along, girl, I'm still in one of those, Monica, Miss Thing, one of those days moods. Oh, girl, move along. Anyway, so Cardi B dropped her new single, Bartier Cardi. And apparently there's shade towards Nicki Minaj. What I really wish Cardi would do is take her winnings and mind her business. I don't remember, I'm sorry, y'all, my voice is still trying to pull a resume. I don't remember if I said this on camera or not, but I have said before that, yes, Nicki Minaj is petty, yes, but Cardi has also done some little slick shots towards Nicki, especially in the From Then I Get Some Money, that music video. Every bit of that was her making fun of Nicki Minaj, the way she looks in her videos, the way she acts, and the crazy head movements and the finger in the mouth. As soon as I saw the finger in the mouth and her doing crazy, I said, oh, she's coming for Nicki's neck. And what I don't understand, and what I want her to understand, what I want her to understand, because I don't understand why she's doing it, but what I want her to understand is that you put out 2 mixtapes in the span of 6 months, and then you put out a single in the span of a year. And that single is nominated for a Grammy. That is something that Nicki Minaj cannot say. So you've already got her right there. You have her by that. Sit with that. She can never take that away from you. She can never, she can come for your neck all she wants to. But the fact is, because I listened to Nicki Minaj a long, long time before anybody I knew who she was. Now, granted, I'm down here in the South. I don't know how she was popping up north. Because by the time, Nicki Minaj was really popping, I had stopped visiting my father up yonder for a spell. But down here, ain't nobody knew who she was. The moment Cardi B dropped a mixtape, it was a whole different thing. Cardi B dropped her tape very much like Nicki Minaj did. I went and said, hey, girl, have you heard Cardi B's new mixtape? And they were receptive to it immediately. They did not receive Nicki Minaj immediately. And that's something that you have on Nicki that she can never take away from you. Nicki had to work, grind, do her thing as far as music for years before she just had an epiphany and needed to go to Tiffany's. She had to grind. Now, your grind was different. You did a lot of behind-the-scenes grind. You did a lot of Instagram grinding. And then you got on Love and Hip Hop, made that pop, and then you put your 2 mixtapes out in 6 months, and the girls received it immediately. And then you put your single out, and the girls received it again. And the girls are receiving it. All you have to do is say the girls received me more instantaneously than they did you, Nicki, and you've got her. We don't have to do this back and forth. We don't. Anyway, girl, let me move along. I just feel like, we know Nicki Minaj is petty. We know every time Nicki Minaj raps, every time she gets on a microphone, she's going to say something about the bum ABs and the whoever and the girls, and you my son, I'm your father, blah, 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 breast milk and all the things that she says. She's going to do that every time. But Belcalise, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can just go out here and do your own thing. Just do that. Because what I don't want to see is Cardi B pretending to be Nicki Minaj or mocking Nicki Minaj and giving us the very thing Nicki Minaj gives us, because that's why a lot of people are gravitating to you, is because you don't give us what Nicki Minaj does. That's why you popping right now, because we're tired of Remy Ma and Lil Kim going back and forth with Nicki Minaj. We're tired of Nicki Minaj going back with unnamed assailants. We're tired of Azalea Banks always popping off. We wanted something fresh. And for you to try to sink that, and we don't want that. Take it back. Tiffany Haddish's ex-husband hires Tiffany Haddish's ex-husband hires Russell Simmons to lawyer. Oh, his lawyer. Okay, I was going to say. Now, see, y'all saw I got concerned. Hires Russell Simmons' lawyer to sue her. He's just coming for her crown. He's just coming for her crown. Tiffany Haddish is another one. Now, she's not an overnight, she's not on the overnight spectrum like Cardi is. But she is somebody who, at this point, this is her season. She took a picture with Beyonce last night. So, Like, girl, it's obviously her time. When you, in 2017, can take a picture with Beyonce, it's your time. Because Beyonce's not out here, posing with the fans anymore. That's not what she's doing. So when you can take a picture with Beyonce in 2017, it's your time. Her ex-husband has recognized that and is trying to sue her, talking about defamation and talking about how she said certain things that did not happened in her book or something like that. The thing about it is that's her perception of how things happen. It's her book. The only thing you can really do to dispute it is to write your own book. But I don't think you can sue and win a case of somebody telling their story in their book. You just can't. I mean, you can try, but you probably aren't going to win. And the gag is, and I know you've heard me saying the gag is a lot lately. I've taken it upon myself to reclaim that from Keke Palmer. She took it, and I let her have it for about a year, maybe two, because I used to say it all the time. But then Keke started saying it, and I had to let it go. But I haven't heard Keke say it in a while, so I'm taking it back, reclaiming my gag. Anyway, the gag is Tiffany Haddish's husband. Don't nobody, first of all, know who you are, and when nobody checking for you. So, in the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, how why is you here? She's not defaming you if we don't know who you are. SZA's Solange directed The Weeknd visual has arrived and people aren't feeling it. Well, I don't want to say I'm not feeling SZA, but I'm not feeling SZA. I tried to get the girls on the SZA wave a long, long time ago when I was feeling her. Nobody wanted to be a part of this. I tried to get the girls on Dram a long, long time ago. Nobody wanted to be a part of that. I said, hey, come listen to SZA. Hey, come listen to Dram. The girls were like, what is this? This is weird. I don't want to listen to this. I can't. I'm sorry if they got loud and my head was turned towards the mic. But yeah, they were all upset about it, and you're listening to weird music, and we're listening to Beyonce, and that's all we can do right now. And okay, cool. You listen to your Beyonce. I listen to your Beyonce as well. But SZA and Dram are the truth. I said this years and years ago. Now SZA and Dram are not making music that I care for. That Weeknd song, I have not even listened to it in its entirety. The only Weeknd I listen to is LaToya Luckett's Weeknd, and I only listen to that when I'm not listening to Used To. Speaking of LaToya Luckett, let me take a detour here. LaToya, girl, we know you're married. We had a slow night last night, so I spent a lot of time on Instagram. The last couple days, I've been spending a lot of time on Instagram. Every time I click Instagram, there's a new photograph of LaToya Luckett and her husband. And so I took the liberty last night of counting how many photographs she had posted since December 8th, which was the first time I saw the husband's face. He was her husband-to-be. She posted a picture of him saying, man crush every day, husband-to-be, blah, blah, blah. Since December 8th, now mind you, it is the 22nd, she has posted 61, as of last night, photographs of her husband, her wedding, and the circumstances and the like, and 2 videos. 61 pictures and 2 videos. LaToya, girl, who are you trying to convince? Because I was convinced. I was like, okay, LaToya has finally found, and now she's happy, and yada, yada, and good. So glad. I love LaToya. I want her to be happy. But girl, 61 photographs. 61 photographs in 2 weeks. Mamas, who are you trying to convince, or what are you trying to prove? Like, yes, we're going to make jokes about you because you married that other man and y'all was married for 2 months and you got a divorce. We're going to make a joke about it. We're going to cackle about it. We're going to cackle about Carrie Hilson, even though I don't, that's my fave. LaToya Luckett and Carrie Hilson are my faves. But I will still joke and crack jokes about their relationships because it don't make no sense. The same way I crack jokes about Halle Berry's. The very same way. Like, because, girl, what is going on? But these 61 photographs, girl, mamas, every time I log on to Instagram, there you are. With your finger waves and your husband. What are we doing? Baby. Like, girl, as much as I love to look at you, as much as I find you absolutely gorgeous, and your husband is also cute. 61 photographs. And a lot of them are the little photo sets where you have to swipe through. But the point is, 61 photographs. I have not taken 61 photographs this year. So, girl, the gag. What's the gag? Come whisper to me the gag. What am I missing? That you have to post all of these photographs. Now back to SZA. I don't really care for her like that. And I'm not gonna watch the video, even though Solange directed it. I'm still not going to because I don't like The Weeknd. I don't care about The Weeknd. I tried to listen to Control, and I just was not blessed. I may give it another chance, but it did not bless me when I listened to it. So I won't. Whenever I feel the need, I'll give it another listen. Beyonce and them did the electric slide yesterday or day before yesterday. And yes, they did it as black people do. I mean, wasn't nothing special about it. I don't know why. It was news. But I watched the video, and, you know, she turned, and she took it back, brought it forward, and turned. All of the things that black people... Now, I never do the electric slide. That's just never been my zhuzh. I've never wanted to stand in a group of others shuffling my feet. I've just never wanted to do that. But that's me. That's just simply me. I'm happy Beyonce did her slide, and I don't know why my stuff is not loading further so I can get to the next story. So what I'm going to do is exit and come back. Okay. Apple has been sued for slowing down older iPhones. Yeah, good, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Which is why I have a Google Pixel in my hand as we speak, because, girl, Apple has been trying it. You cannot charge millions of dollars for your cell phones when I had a perfectly good working cell phone until you released so-and-so and whatever, and iOS do blah, blah, blah. And now my crap is going slow and my battery running out. I'm tired. Moving along. Papa John. So y'all remember Papa John came for the niggas next, talking about the NBA. I mean, what's the football NBA? NFL. And how those girls, you know, if they hadn't been kneeling and whatever, then the girls would be buying his pizza. Papa John, don't nobody want your old sweet ass pizza. I almost cussed. We don't want the pizza. Only thing we live for is a little pepperoncini in the corner of the box. We don't want the pizza. I've had Papa John's maybe twice in the last 2-ish years. When I was living out in California, we only had a few options of pizza places because California's food is nasty. I was in LA too, which is the heart of the grossness. If you live in LA, I'm sorry, but y'all don't season your food. You don't. So I had Papa John's a couple times while I was out there. I did not want it, but it was begrudging and somebody else was paying for it, so I just lived for it. But girl, don't nobody want your pizza. Anyway, so he stepped down, and so whatever. Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife says she fears that he's going broke. I would not care. Come on, baby. I would not care, except for the fact that he owes $5 million in child support. Now, you do need to support your child. French Montana and Evelyn Lasagna spent some time together. They may be going together. I don't care. I don't like French Montana. I don't like him. He reminds me of a thinner DJ Khaled, but I don't know what he is or what he does exactly. All I know is every time he's on the radio, somebody goes, "Huh?" And I just... The hand thing. I let the hand thing go back on, what was it? Was it Yeah? It was one of them songs with Usher and Lil Jon where somebody was giving hand. Was it Freak a Leak? Way back when I was like 8, 9. That's when hand became tired to me. It was tired. Chris, I can never say this man's name. Chris Bosh's mother, who looks exactly like Chris Bosh, bless her heart, has been arrested, allegedly exploited a disabled man to run a drug ring. Well, that's not good news. It's just simply not good news. Khloe Kardashian is still pregnant, girl. Teen has stabbed his stepdad after being asked to do chores and post the video of the dying man to Snapchat. Now, the teen is white, the stepdad is black, and this is why we're leery. I don't know if it was a race-related issue, but what I do know is that the most prominent teens that stab their parents, step-parents, or a teacher, or whomever, is not us. It's not we. We don't do that. NFL Network exec resigns after hundreds of sexually explicit conversations with porn stars and escorts on Twitter. Now, sexual harassment is one thing, but having a conversation with sex workers, I don't feel like it's necessarily illegal. I don't know where you think you're going, mamas, but we all have places to be. Having conversations with porn stars, I don't feel like, unless he was doing it from like the NFL page. Girl, where are you going? Oh, I hate Christmas traffic. I hate rain traffic. And this is a combination of the two, and I'm tired. I'm late for work because of you niggas. And also because I didn't get out of the bed until like 5 minutes later than usual. Because I'm just not in the mood. I'm tired. Moving on. Cardi B talks about her name, Christmas shopping, Offset, and more on The Tonight Show. I don't care. Venus Williams won't be charged in fatal car accident. That's good for Venus. Also not that great. It's just a bad situation all around. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about that. Don't want to talk about that. I already talked about that. Okay, well, let me move on to family since I've got plenty of time. Because I'm not getting through this light in the next, 2 changes. I should have took the long way, quote unquote, which would have put me back yonder, but I would have came around. Oh, while I'm here, did you guys hear about Bernice Burgos? First of all, I didn't know Bernice Burgos was 37 years old. She looks wonderful. I hope I looked at Fabo at 37. I won't, but I hope I do. Truly, I hope I do. Girl, get on across this light now, please. Please. Now, see, I've missed it. Fooling with you. Ah! But I knew I wasn't going to make it through the light. Bernice Burgos, 37 years old, and keeping us in her business, decided to tell us, while I wait for Family to load, because y'all know how she does. She decided to tell us, that she is now a grandmother. Now, 37 years old isn't particularly, super young these days for grandmotherhood. I mean, it's young, yes. But these days, it's plenty of 37-year-old grandmothers out in these streets. So that didn't shock me. The shocker, the gagger, the kicker is that Bernice Burgos looks like that. Can you imagine your grandmama looking like Bernice Burgos? Because I can't. My grandmama used to be, high pants and carryings on, afros and platform shoes or whatever the girls were doing. But by the time she was my grandmother, she had settled down. She got saved, and we just thank the Lord for her and what she's got going on today. But Bernice Burgos as a grandmother is really blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. Anyway, girl, Family has loaded. A woman gets exposed after she exposes Chris Brown's alleged crack use. First of all, you cannot expose Chris Brown's alleged crack use because we already know that the man is doing crack. So you're just basically telling us things that we know at this point. You're basically saying that when the clouds get too full with condensation, they rain. This is stuff we already had done knew. Okay, y'all doing a lot. A female rapper by the name of Wolf Tyler. Oh, Wolf Tyler. Wolf Tyler is definitely somebody that I remember from, okay, mamas, get on. She's somebody that I've been seeing for a long, long time. She used to be on the Vine circuit. Then Vine kind of dulled down a little bit and she popped on Tumblr. But she's somebody that I just never vibed with. Never. And I didn't know she was a rapper until just now. But her energy, it was just like, oh, keep that away from me. Keep that away from me. But let's see. Wolf Tyler sent text messages to her friend telling how she witnessed Chris Brown with drugs in his home, allegedly. Yeah. Where's the shock? She claims the drugs were crack and that she saw Chris kicking the drugs in his closet in an attempt to hide it from her. Well, Chris, at this point in time, you don't even need to hide your drugs. We know you're doing drugs. Just sit them on the table. Arrange them nice and decoratively. We don't. That's like when Diane Sawyer went over to Whitney Houston's house. She could have just offered it. Would you like a hit of this crack? She could have. But she wanted to see the receipts first. I mean, honestly, just arrange them nice and decoratively. Honestly, Chris Brown really could invite Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg over to his house, set up the kitchen, and just handcraft and cook the crack on TV. And we would not be surprised. Anyway, I'm not going to read all of this. Is this? Oh, that's not Wolf Tyler at all. I don't know who this is, but she's not Wolf Tyler. Anyway, girl, the point of it is we already had done new. Cardi B. Tory Hart may be dating YG's Compton Blood Gang member friend. That's a lot. That was just said. Tory Hart is getting on my nerves. Kevin Hart has been on my nerves. Tory Hart is starting to get on my nerves. Apparently, Jennifer Williams and Tim Shaped Like Me from Sweetie Pies, went together. And then they broke up. And now each of them are alleging that the other is stalking them. Now, first of all, why would Jennifer Williams go with Tim Shaped Like Me? Why? Because Tim is shaped like me. I'm much, much shorter than Tim is, and my head is proportionate to my body. But the rest of those fat arms, I've got a little thickness in my arms. We have the same waist. I mean, the boy's hippie, and I'm hippie as well. So I can't see Tim, because his ex-wife or his girlfriend or his baby mama, because I don't watch Sweetie Pies, but my mama do. So I'd be walking through and I see him with his, his son and the son's mother. She was cute. So I'm trying to see, what does Tim Shaped Like Me have that makes the girls, because I wouldn't date anybody shaped like me. Too many hips in the bed. I can't do it. Too many hips in the booth at Red Lobster. Unable. Anyway, girl. So apparently they was going together. And now I didn't read the story, but I watched Floyd's Rox's video the other day. So I don't know if she was just playing or if she was for real. But she has said that Tim Shaped Like Me was trying on Jennifer Williams' Spanx and carrying on, waist trainers and the like. First of all, how did he get in it? How did he put his giant body and his hips and carryings on in Jennifer Williams' shapewear? If that's true, girl, I'm concerned. I feel like she was joking, but I could see it, but then also I can't see it. My second question is the same question I had at first. Why they go together? And then Jennifer Williams made a very valid point when she had done opened her mouth and had done said, I live in LA. Tim lives in Texas, and the stalking, quote unquote, is happening out in LA or wherever she lives. The moral of the story is Tim don't live where I live, so how I'm stalking him in my city? And I said, right, how? Now, what I also want to know is why Tim live in Texas and Sweetie Pies is based out of St. Louis. But then he did steal from his mama, so there's that. Anyway, girl, him and that little bitty head and that big old body just always rubbed me incorrectly. I just never vibed with it. Jennifer Williams also is somebody that I don't know. I don't know, her energy I don't be feeling it. But anyway, girl, I ain't got too much more to talk about. I'm just trying to brave this traffic and get to work. Oh, Jesus. We're 3 days from Christmas and the girls are still out here shopping. Shame on each of you for not having the things by now. If you don't have the things by now, you need to be goings on ahead and ordering online and doing Amazon 2-day and hoping for the best. You should have did that yesterday because I think the cutoff for the 2-day shipping was yesterday. All of this here, all of this traffic, and all of these niggas out here doing the most and having attitudes, I'm tired. I'm so ready for the new year, Jesus. And I'm still very upset that I was scheduled to work on the one day that I asked off. But the girl who's not going to the concert is scheduled off. That will forever upset me. Every time I think about things with this job that upset me, that will be the first thing to pop into my head. And the second thing will be the pay, because you're not paying me enough money to have to deal with this bull. Moving along. I'm exhausted. I need you to get in the parking space so I can find one far, far away and have to walk in this weather. I'm aggravated and I'm ready to go to bed. But I've got a full 8 hours. And this FedEx truck is driving straight for me. When I was finna get in a parking space over there, but I couldn't because the FedEx truck would not stop driving. Oh, God. I hate Christmas. I hate being alive. I hate shopping experiences. I'm finna go in here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. So I was just telling you girls on another video how these FedEx trucks are on my nerves. They really are. Like, not only the FedEx trucks, but just every driver on the road since Thanksgiving is on my nerves. Like, will y'all just get to your destination and leave me alone? Like, just, ugh. Anyway, girl. What else? It was something I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember, so I just keep coming on video and hoping I'll remember. Let me slide over and see what the Jasmine brand has going on. 48 Hours reboot in the works. I didn't watch the original, but fun. I don't care about Cardi B. Rihanna and Kendrick performed in the Watts Project for charity. That was neat. Common and YG visit a LA prison. Cool. Demetria Lucas comes clean about her marriage. She's left her husband. All right. Lauryn Hill has been hit with a lawsuit by a trombone player. So now we got to click the link. Unfortunately, there's more legal drama for Lauryn Hill. The 42-year-old singer, along with her touring manager and her touring company, have been hit with a lawsuit. A trombone player named Nephew says he played with Hill last summer for some live recording sessions. Where are the sessions? Where are the sessions? Live recording. Where are the recordings? That work led to him being hired to tour with her in the fall. Harnett says he billed them an industry standard rate for the sessions and also signed a 10-week tour contract. However, he says he never got paid for either and was fired before the tour started. Harnett, hold on, let me continue. Harnett says he's entitled to at least half of his touring contract along with an additional $4,000 for the studio sessions. He's suing for $11,521.60 along with damages. Harnett, I do agree that you need to be paid for your studio sessions. Also, where are they? I do not agree, depending on the contingencies of your contract and what your contract says in it. I'm sure. I know we all know Lauryn Hill is a shiesty business girl. She's shiesty in everything she does. But I am sure that there's a clause in the contract that states that if you don't go on the tour, you don't get paid anything. Because everybody does not have, and I hate to speak on my father like this, but everyone does not have the brat's business sense where I've been ordered to pay $6 million, but I'm not going to pay you anything. Like, that's just not, everybody ain't like that. Most people say, oh, well, since the law and the contracts and the yada yada blah 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 say this, then I'm going to abide by that so that I won't be sued and won't be. Now, you do need to get paid for your studio sesh. You do. But I'm sure there's a clause in the contract that says something along the lines of, you don't get jack if you don't do jack. Hold on. Hello. It's getting cool out here because it's raining, obviously. But yeah, Harnett needs get your coin for your studio sessions. But if the contract says you don't get paid, then for doing, you know, your tour that you never went on, then that's that. O.T. Jennifer's girlfriend Malika Hack spotted in Haiti. I didn't know that Malika was going with anybody. Is Malika the one, or is it Khadijah? It's Malika that was hanging out with the Kardashians, ain't it? Genesis, Malika. I've never seen O.T. Genesis, like his face. Malika looks gorgeous. Okay, yeah, so Malika's the one that hung out with Chloe. Well, that's right up their alley. I was going to say, you would imagine that since she hangs out with the Kardashians, she would go with somebody less like O.T. Genesis. But again, this is the Kardashians. They love a good colored. Lisa Nicole Cloud and her husband Darren Nagules. I don't know. I didn't watch when Lisa Nicole was on. They attended an event. Okay. Well, that's nice. You look stupid, but okay. Something about, Meghan Markle and the prince over there. Evelyn Lasagna, Kevin Hart. Diddy's twins turned 11, and they look exactly like their daddy. What does not make sense to me? What's her name? Diddy's baby mama with the most babies. I can't think of her name. Kim Porter. Kim Porter does not have genes. Because every child that she's given birth to looks exactly like their daddy. It don't make sense for Quincy to look just like Albie Shore like he does. He does not look anything like Kim Porter. Even a little bit. Ain't no Kim Porter in that boy at all. Now the girls, you can see just a hint of Kim Porter. But Christian looks exactly like his daddy. It don't make no sense. Look at this. Where's the cat? Look, that is two little ditties. That is Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle. These children look exactly like their daddy. And I don't understand because Kim Porter is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Where are her genes? Where are they? Anyway, moving along. Tamar and Vince is still on. Let's see. Tamar has posted that for anyone is in all caps, but I don't feel like hollering, to think we're faking this, period. It's so beyond me, period. Now that could have been a comma right between this and is. This is hard for me to rewatch and live, period, Lord. One piece, you don't need to be rewatching the show. You need to be on the tour singing. Now, this is something I want to address because now we all know that I'll be going to the tour in a week, 7 days exactly, from this day. What I don't understand is you see the Instagram girls, Tiny is always posting on her page, Monica constantly posting, Lataco and other one, they post from now and, every now and then. I don't follow Candy because I just don't need to, but I imagine she's over there posting, and they're posting with each other. Monica and Tiny post together, they post their children together, Tiny and Latocha, but you don't see Tamar interacting with any of the girls on this tour. And I just simply don't understand. I don't get it. Because, girl, I want to have a good time, but I want to have a good time with the knowledge that you are also having a good time. That's like the whole point of a tour, is for you to connect with your audience and for y'all to have a good time together. But I feel like, I was going to say Tawanda, girl. It's too many of them. Tamar, Jesus, that was a journey. I couldn't be Evelyn. Evelyn just be calling whoever. To Riri, come on out. You know who you are. Come on. But yes, Tamar, I don't feel like she's having a good time, because I feel like if she is actually going through a divorce, this is a hard thing for her. I feel like she's not being friendly with the girls on the tour. She's spending all her time with James Wright Chanel, and his energy is way off. James Wright Chanel's energy, it's something about him. And it's no shade to him, but his energy now Tamar's energy also is very up and down, but I sense that Tamar actually just does not know how to be a friend, and does not know, because she's always been babied and she's always had a built-in, support system with her sisters. But now she's 40 years old and she's kind of out here trying to navigate through the world, and she's off-put her sisters so badly a lot of the time that they just let her do her thing. And I feel like Tamar does not know how to navigate as an adult friend. I feel that way. But I feel like James Wright Chanel is leeching off of her some kind of way. I'm not sure. But their energy is way off. It's way off. As off as his singing. And again, I just don't have to drag people like this all the time. I don't. But I do. The girls are still disappointed in SZA's The Weeknd video. I don't care about this. It's a video with the man who sprinkled the salt on everything, and they started calling him Salt Bae, with DJ Khaled and Drake. It looks like two thumbs. It looks like your two hands with thumbs on either side. DJ Khaled and Drake. DJ Khaled literally looks like Drake extended. Like, girl, and they both get on my nerves. I'm very upset, but also very happy for the Atlanta girls. Missy Elliott came out on stage during the State of the World finale evening with Janet Jackson. Now, I was at the State of the World back in October. Enjoyed myself, got my life. But if Missy Elliott, Melissa Arnett Elliott, had come out on that stage, I would not be here talking to you today. I'd be dead and gone. Common, I already told you I went to the jail. Girl, Halle Berry burst into tears while being serenaded. By who? I'm not going to click the link to know, but okay. Mindy Kaling refuses to reveal baby daddy's identity. Who cares? Do any of y'all know or care who or why Mindy Kaling is over there doing whatever she's doing? I don't care. And I know my audience just simply does not care either. If you do care, please comment below that you do care, so I can get into the mindset of somebody who cares about Mindy Kaling, because I don't. And I don't care who her baby daddy is. It's the same thing as Toya Wright. I don't care who Toya Wright's baby daddy is. Beyonce, Eminem, and The Weeknd rumored to headline Coachella. Just the mere fact that Eminem and The Weeknd are on the same par as Beyonce professionally is strange to me. Eminem is alright, but his new music is trash. The Weeknd has never blessed me. Thank you, you too. Oh. Let me see. Thank you. Let me roll up this window before I get out here in the rain. He's cute. And he's always eyeing me down boots, but every time he comes in my store, he's got a woman on his arms. It's the same woman every time. And I don't know. They look alike, so I think it may be his sister, but I don't know, and I'm not going to cross anybody's lines. I'm just simply not going to do it. Plus, I may or may not have a man already, so may or may not being opposite here. Do I really... Well, I can't get over now, so I gotta go this way. I was gonna say, do I really want to go this way? But the traffic is so stupid out here. Moving along, girl. I've exited out of the Jasmine brand. Now I gotta scroll back down and carrying zone. But the Jasmine brand ain't like, if it was famous, I'd have let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, this traffic. Oh, girl, this traffic. Where are y'all coming from? What do y'all want? What do you want from me? Oh, what do you want from me? That's about 30 years from now, I'll be somebody's grandmother singing like that down to the church. And they'll say, "Go ahead, mother. Go ahead." And I'll say, "That's right." Anyway, girl, yeah, Mindy Kaling, LeVar Ball, blah, 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 don't care. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle. I don't care about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. It's so wonderful that we have a black girl in the prince and princesshood shipness. But number one, I look more ethnic than she does. And number two, girl, it's over there. Meghan Markle's not the first lady. Like, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It is fantastic that we have a girl from over here, a black girl from over here, over there. But first of all, I had to Google several years ago. I was watching Suits, and she was playing a half black girl on the show. And I had to Google to see what she really half black or were they pulling the wool over my eyes, because she was playing the pastor from Fighting Temptation, playing his daughter. And I said, now, wait a minute now. I need facts. This look like fiction. Go ahead. Oh, if you would have just went ahead. So now we can't go. But yeah, no shade to Megan. She just don't look black to me. If we had, a Jordan Sparks with a little curl to her hair and a little seasoning to her color, then, yeah, I could have rocked with that. But, I mean, and I'm not rocking with it. I just don't care. I don't care, because it's like Troy and Belisario over on Pretty Little Liars. Mama just simply, first of all, don't look half black. Second of all, don't play half black on the show. And I just misrepresentation. It's like Rashida Jones. Your whole name is Rashida Jones, and you out here playing little white girls on TV. It was a show. What's the show? Angie something. She's on. Oh, girl. Anyway, it's this little show she's on, and it's a cute show. It's a funny show. I like it. Yada yada. Come on through, niece. Come on. Now you backing up. We gonna have to do something. But yeah, I like the show and all of that. But they did a flashback of when she was a child, and it was a white child. And I said, now, Rashida Jones, her whole daddy is a whole nigga, so what? Anyway, girl, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point in time. I'm here. I'll call y'all later, girl. I don't know. Bye.